All right, folks, it's time for some baseline basketball. I haven't played this in quite some time. This is the 83-84 season set. I actually got this from John. Beautiful, right? This came in my box set. When I ordered Baseline Basketball's box set, I got the 83-84 season printed. It's beautiful. All right, so we've got the Seattle Supersonics, Atlanta Hawks. This is the NBA pre-Barkley, pre-Michael Jordan. But Seattle Supersonics, one of my favorite teams. Unfortunately, they lost their team, and that was too bad. But this team has Jack Sikma, Williams, Chambers, Woods, and David Thompson. Fantastic. Atlanta, Dominic Wilkins, Stud, Roundfield, Johnson, Davis, and Doc Rivers. Fantastic. So here we go. Seattle's first segment of the first period. And here we go. It's going to be offense, so it's going to be Seattle. It's going to be 8, 9, 10. So they're controlling the ball in the paint for 7. 7 in the paint on offense. They're going to score 10 points. Who's primarily responsible for that? So I'm going to look at this 8, 9, 10. That's going to be Chambers. So I'm going to put down here Chambers. 10. So he's primarily responsible. Huge segment for Chambers. Gets 10. Here we go. Atlanta. It's going to be defense. So the Seattle Supersonics did not have a good defense. This is pre-Gary Payton, who was one of the greatest defenders in the history of the league. But unfortunately, this Supersonics team does not have that guy. But defense, 13 is going to be free throws. So they're going to put him at the free throw line. 7 on defense free throws, 5 points. So they hold Atlanta in the first 3 minutes of action to only 5 points. And let's look here. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's going to be Roundfield. Roundfield gets 5. So first 3 minutes of the first period all underway. I was going to use this to mark so I don't forget who's doing what. All right, offense. So Seattle, again, with a great offense. They scored 108 points a game. It's going to be offense, 9. They're in the paint again, folks. 5 in the paint is another 8 points. And that is, again, 9. 9 is going to be Wood. Wood scores 8 points. And right now, man, Seattle getting the job done. Atlanta, looking at their offense, they're 101 scorers, but we got 8, 9, 10. They're going to be in the paint. 8 in the paint for them is 11. They needed that, folks. They needed some of that, and it's going to be 10. 10 is going to be Wilkins. Dominic Wilkins, what a stud. Gets 11 points in that period. Phenomenal. Seattle, here we go. Final segment. It's going to be their offense again, and if that continues, they're going to rack up a big day today. 11, 15. 15 is paint. 3, 4. Oh, they only get 4 in the paint as they're working it around. 11, 15. And matter of fact, that'll be bench. So we're going to put down here bench. Gets only 4. Does that make sense? That's so cool. There's no doubt when you play that poorly in that final 3 minutes, it's got to be guys that have come off the bench that aren't stars. That is freaking brilliant. And here we go, folks. Atlanta now in possession of the basketball. Final 3 minutes. This is going to be their offense. That could be good. 9, 10. It's going to be paint for them. 5 is another 8. And again, we have 9, 10. 10 is going to be Wilkins racking up another 8 points. Holy cow. So we've got 22. First quarter, it's 22 to 19. Oh, wow. Atlanta has found a way, thanks to their consistency. 24. They're up by 2. Atlanta at home, 22-24. Phenomenal. We're going to start with Atlanta having the ball in the second. We're going to kind of flip back and forth. It's going to be defense. So the Supersonics, again, not a great defense. 7 is going to be a paint. And 7 in the paint for them. They're going to give up, oh my Lord, they're going to give up 10 points. And that 10, again, we got 6, 7. 7 is going to be Dominic Wilkins, gets another 10 points. Holy cow, Dominic is killing it. Supersonics. Offense is excellent. They are 10, 13 is free throw. Free throw 6 is 4, only 4 points. They are in deep trouble if this continues, folks. And they have 10, 11, 13 is going to be Sigma. Finally, big Jack Sigma gets 4. That's going to have to change if Seattle's going to win this. Sigma's got to be more productive. Defense. So we're going to be looking at Seattle's defense. Atlanta's going to get 7-8 free throw. That's good. 7 free throw is only 5 points for Atlanta. And we got 8. 8 is going to be scored by Doc Rivers. So Rivers gets 5. And here we go. Back to Seattle. It's going to be defense. So Atlanta's defense playing good basketball. 7. 7 is going to be free throws. And 8 is going to be 6. So they're going to basically put them at the line. And they're going to control the tempo when they do that. When you're putting guys at the line, you're controlling the tempo. Whether it's, obviously you don't want to collect fouls, but you are controlling game tempo. It's brilliant. And they're going to score with 7. 7 is going to be Williams is going to get. Williams for Seattle is going to score that 6 points. And here we are, final segment for each team before the half. Atlanta looking really good right now. Defense, though, Seattle, that's a killer. 12 paint. Oh, you don't want to see that. Oh, but only 2 points. Holy cow, the Supersonics dominate that final 3 minutes. And Davis will score those 2 points, but Jiminy Christmas, that is a brilliant segment by the Seattle defense. Now Atlanta needs to return favors. 10. 10 is going to be paint. Nope, not going to be good. Oh, they're going to give up 12 big points. And those 12 points are scored by Chambers. Holy cow, Chambers at halftime is going to have 22 points. Let's tally it. That's going to be 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 again. So 22 and 22 is going to make it 44 at halftime. And we got 17. Ooh, Lord. 17. Oh, oops. 17, 30, 41 to 44. We have got a ball game. They only scored 17 points in that quarter. It is 44 to 41 at halftime. Seattle managed with a huge final segment, dominating. They outscored Atlanta in the final 3 minutes of the second quarter, 12 to 2. What a run for the Seattle Supersonics on the road with a massive final segment. So halftime, it is 44 to 41. I wrote this, I should have just put 22 here and 17 here. There we go. 44, 24, 30. Yep, 41, 44. There it is. Okay, so let's start. Second period, or second half. Atlanta will get the ball to start, and Seattle will have the ball last. So Atlanta now down by 3. What a game. It's going to be that Seattle defense. 9. It's going to be paint. 8. Not good. 11 points scored. And that's going to be by 8, 9. That's going to be by Roundfield. So Roundfield gets 11. He's looking good right now. All right. Supersonics go to work. It's going to be offense. 15. 15 is paint. Oh, my Lord. 7. They're going to score 10. We got us a game, man. It is 15. 15 is, bench. 15 points for the bench. Unbelievable. It doesn't necessarily have to be in that exact segment. It could just be by the time the game's over, this is what they're scoring. But it's going through the bench. Let's put it that way. So Atlanta now on offense. 15 is free throw. Oh, 7 on free throw for them is 5 points. That's a killer as Seattle forces their hand. And we're going to see 15 is bench. So finally, Atlanta's bench gets involved with just 5 points. So both benches producing here in this start of the second half. Fascinating. Seattle's offense goes to work. 12. 12 is paint. And 3 in the paint is only 4 points. Holy cow. Roundfield, Johnson controlling the boards. That's remarkable. Who's going to score that? That's going to be Thompson. So Thompson gets those 4. But boy, that's a killer for Seattle as the Atlanta Hawks dominate the paint. And they're running. 10. They're in the paint. And 8. 11 more for the third segment, and that's going to be 8, 10. That's going to be Wilkins again. Wilkins scores 11. Man, Wilkins is on a pace for 50, 60 points. Offense, Seattle is 8. This gonna be 12. 12 is paint, but only 3, 4 points. They are in deep trouble. 9, 10, 11, 12. It's going to be Thompson again, 4 points. So back-to-back, horrible quarter for them. Let's see here, 27 points for Atlanta in the third to 18. That is an absolute killer. So that's going to be 62 points to 68. We still got a ball game, folks, but Atlanta at home is spreading it out. This is it, fourth period. Seattle gets the ball to start. So we went with Seattle, Atlanta, Seattle will finish. Seattle's down by 6. This is huge. Seattle down by 6. We're going to roll it here. Offense. Seattle, though, with a great offense, 108 points. Right now, they're not getting it done, though. 9 is paint. Oh, huge, though. 13. That's what it's going to take to win. 9 is going to be Wood. Wood is going to play and score 13 today, maybe more. We'll see how it goes. As now we got a ball game, because that's a huge segment. But Atlanta is going to get 11. 11 is paint, but they're going to roll a 6. Only 9 points for Atlanta. And 11 is going to be the bench. So the bench is stepping up for both teams. Outstanding. All right, Seattle. They can win this, folks, but they're going to have to play well. Uh-oh. A decent defense here. It's going to be 8, 9. 9 is paint. 2 in the paint. 2 points. That's it. I think Wilkins, Roundfield, Johnson, Davis, and Rivers have just manhandled Seattle into a complete failure. 9. Wood is going to score that. So Wood has been the man here in the fourth. As he scores 15 points in the fourth. But I think that's all it's going to take for Atlanta to win. Their offense goes to work. 14 is free throw, but 10 on free throws, 8 more. And 10 is going to be Wilkins scoring another 8. Man, Wilkins has had about a 50-point game, it looks like. And here we go. It's going to be offense. Seattle, who has a brilliant offense, but it hasn't been good enough today. They're in the paint. 8 is 11 more. That's good, but not good enough. And 8 is going to be Williams scoring 11. And folks, I'm afraid that may be all she wrote. Seattle could not do enough on the road here. It's going to be offense. Wow. 7 is free throw. 4 on the free throw is only 6. Let's see here. That's 5, 6, 7. 7 is Wilkins scoring another 6 points. Folks, that's it. Game is over. Atlanta with a pedestrian fourth quarter. 23 ain't bad. 23. So they're going to score 91 overall, I think. Let's see here. 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep. 91 points for Atlanta. That is about 10. That's 10 points off their average. 24 to 5, 26. So they did outscore. Okay, I thought Seattle got stymied, but they outscored. And that's going to be 88. Get this straight. That is 8. Yep, 88. Look at this, folks. 88 to 91. Unbelievable. As Atlanta holds on to win by 3. That big 6-point, that third quarter just killed Seattle. And there you have it, folks. 1983. Chambers with 22 on the game. Wood had 8. Sigma had only 4. That's the killer right there. Williams had 17. Thompson had only 8. Wood had 15. And their bench scored 19. That's outstanding. Roundfield had 16. Wilkins scored 22, 32, 48, 54 points for Wilkins, 5 for Rivers, 2 for Davis, and the bench had 16. So, holy cow, that means Johnson did not score. Yeah, Johnson did not score but the bench put up 16. 54 for Dominic Wilkins. Unbelievable. Thank you for watching. This has been Baseline Basketball, the 83-84 set. Bye-bye.